My project is on Michelangelo, one of the greatest artists, sculptors of the Renaissance and of all time. I'll be talking about his early life, his rise through art, his famous works, his personal life, his famous quotes, and his legacy he left behind. His full name, Michelangelo di Lodovici Buonarroti Simoni. He's Italian. He was born on March 6, 1475 in Florence, which is present-day Tuscany, Italy. His mother died when he was 6, and so he lived with a stonecutter's family while his mother was ill. He studied grammar as a boy, but was more interested in art rather than school. The Renaissance blossomed in Florence. That's where it first blossomed, and he was an apprentice there when he was a teenager. In 1488, he was 13. Michelangelo was apprenticed to Ghirlandaio, who had the largest workshop in Florence. He then attended the Humanist Academy at the age of 15, 2 years later, where he was influenced by prominent philosophers and painters. Michelangelo went to Rome in 1498 and started his first famous work, which was known as Pieta. He then returned to Florence and became an art star, and he continued to create other marvelous masterpieces. He sculpted David, Pieta, designed a dome for St. Peter's Basilica, and painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel, all before he was 30 years old. Some of his famous works include the Sistine Chapel ceiling, which was a painting that included many great individual paintings, um, like the creation of Adam and the Last Judgment. David, which was a naked statue of a man, and it's a prized representative of the city of Florence. And Pieta, which is a sculpture of Mary holding Jesus across her lap. There to the left, you see the Sistine Chapel, David to the right, and below you see Pieta. Michelangelo was a devout Catholic, and his faith deepened at the end of his life before he died. He expressed his feelings through his work, his artwork, and his poems, and although he never married, he wrote many poems and epigrams to women, and some were even for men, but they are considered just friendships. Some of his famous quotes include, "A man paints with his brains and not his hands. The true work of art is but a shadow of the divine perfection. I saw the angel in the marble, and I carved until I set him free. My soul can find no staircase to heaven unless it be through earth's loveliness." And my favorite, and probably the most famous quote of his, is, "The greater danger for most of us lies not in setting our aim too high and falling short, but setting our aim too low and achieving our mark." The legacy Michelangelo leaves behind inspires not only artists, but all individuals to love the creations of this world, and he taught us not to be afraid to express yourself and your emotions to a world that could be inspired by those very emotions. I believe this could be done through whatever your talent is, artwork, music, whatever you want to express yourself through. He was definitely one of those that taught us to do that and inspired us in those ways. And there's that famous quote by Michelangelo. There's aim to inspire, and he died in 1564 after a long and successful, great life. And there's my works cited. Thank you for watching.